Hey Wizards, guess what? It is Kieran Trollhammer. I'm back for another episode of the Myth Walkthrough, and we are here again today, guys. Wizard101 having a good time, and Lee left off with a mission. I had to put out the fires, so let's put out some fires. We're here in Kathmandu in the world of Novus. Very, very good. If you...
Thank you, stranger.
Nice. If you have... Whoa, that's going to get me into a fight. What was I doing or thinking? I don't know. Well, if you have been keeping up with us, guys, you know that we have finally started... Okay, that's not a fire to extinguish. Oops, got to extinguish them in order, apparently. If you are new to this series, this is the continuation of the Myth Walkthrough, which we started a couple years ago. And since we have new content here with Novus opening up, we are going to continue to walk through the series and have some fun and learn about the new world. Already loving the music.
There are still others trapped.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. You know. And so, I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun enjoying the new looks and everything. Kathmandu, I like it. It's pretty cool. I think there could be some more trees or something. I do like the trees. But, boy, this just makes me want to see what the Raja world would be like.
Kick a horse in the snout for me.
Kick a horse in the snout for you? Okay. So, Kathmandu is located here in Mushu, but it's kind of on the border of Raja and Mushu and something else, and we had to take a big caravan from Mushu to get up here. But now that we've got this all taken care of, let's go talk to the icola acolyte Aang.
Excellent. Many a string would have been singed prematurely if not for your heroism. But Mubu, famed trasher of the slasher, you did nothing. What happened to the inspiration of a 23 installments theatrical universe?
Got old. Got tired.
I see. Even the toughest strings wear overtime. Perhaps you will bind new threads to yours someday. But for now, I have one more task. If these villagers are to protect themselves from further aggression, they must be armed.
Your order never used to condone such things.
We have a new string caster now, and she says the yarn which can bind the scissors cannot itself be cut. Claim the weapons of the Golden Horde, and I will guide you to our monastery.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a job. I'm going to skip the extra things, but let's double check and make sure our deck is going on. So anyways, I've got a smashing horde style deck right now. I was using this to farm some stuff. So yeah, that's all you're seeing here is just me farming some stuff. Nothing to see here. Okay. And why was I farming stuff? Well, I was farming stuff because, well, I think I made a decision last episode that our survival here is probably going to highly depend on monstrology. Yep. As a solo wizard, I'm probably going to have to do a whole heck of a lot of monstrology. And so between episodes, if you remember my last episode, yeah, you kind of saw that in the mix, right? Between episodes, I have been gathering I've been gathering animus, and I've got a whole bunch of monstrology monsters ready to go in my deck in case needed. Now, I don't think I'll need it for these fights right here, these regular old mob fights. I think these will be pretty standard fare, you know, these defeating collects and such. But I do see it from what I've read about the bosses and everything, especially what we experienced with that last boss, which honestly shouldn't have been a terribly hard fight, but the way that the way that King's Isle has decided to up the difficulty level, it does make it much more challenging for a single player to take it down. Yeah, for a solo player. Now, I've said this in the past, like if you've been watching my series, if you've been watching any of my series for any length of time, you know that Wizard101 was always designed to be a very collaborative game in which you were to build build teams and put together groups. And they've been doing a lot more recently with the last several updates that would actually cause that benefit, you know. And We'll just go for it. And some of the things that they've been doing is with the guilds and with all the social stuff that you can do, so you can like find other people who are doing the same types of quests that you are doing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because when they designed it, you know, they purposely made the classes, the different schools, fairly unique, especially in the way in the mechanics. You know, using the standard 3 options of like you got tank classes, kind of like ice and death, but then you've got really strong support classes such as balance and life. You've got great attack classes such as fire, storm, and myth, which are all which are all big damage classes. So when you combine them in the right combinations, or in a variety of different combinations, you should be able to solve different challenges. You know, and that's why that's always had like an impetus in a 4-area battle cycle, kind of like what we're seeing right now. So, what does that all mean? Well, I know. I will be the first to say, and I love playing Wizard solo, but the most fun is when you're playing with others. You know, when you have a group of people that are playing with, guys, gals, whatever. I remember what kept me playing this game initially for so long were some of the relationships I built with some people online, you know, and we would meet, you know, every couple nights, and we'd go running out, and we'd go run through a whole bunch of dungeons, and we'd have fun. Yeah, I mean, we just had a good old time doing it. And I do believe that to make I do believe that make the game challenging, it should focus on solo content's great, but this has always been more of a collaborative game. So it doesn't hurt my feelings that they've made it more challenging for the solo player up here, because, you know, I think that's a good way to go. You know, challenging you to find other wizards to work with you and to fight with you. I think that's a logical direction. You know, but I can understand why some players that just like to play solo and go through and work through a whole game are a little frustrated. You know. But there's ways around it, you know. Like once if you saw in the fight with that first boss on the last episode, after being extremely frustrated, I stopped and I really thought about what was really making this challenging. And it really wasn't that the boss was all that powerful. I mean, you saw me right there. He wasn't really. His cheat was annoying, but I wasn't like getting knocked down 4,000 points of health every time I blinked. You know, it wasn't like I was getting my butt kicked so fast. So it wasn't really like a high damage boss. It was really trying to knock me out really, really quick. What was really frustrating is I couldn't get a hit to do damage on him because of all the shields and the way he was running things. And honestly, that's always been my fear, you know, with bosses, is if the bosses can defend well, that makes the game so much more challenging. And that's what made that last fight really challenging. And so how do you take care of something that defends well? Well, you know, you got to give him more to think about so that he doesn't have that chance to defend. And that's what I did with the monstrology minions. And Myth is particularly strong in this. And this is why I think Myth is probably one of the strongest wizard classes in the game. But when you add monstrology in, my goodness, they can go ahead and really take advantage of being that summoning wizard. And you saw it once I summoned a few minions, you know.
Take these puny blades. With a mandate of the Stone of Heaven, we'll get new swords, better swords, swords so big they'll destroy us all. Oh yeah.
And if you noticed, all of those were gobblers from Caramel. They did a fantastic job of distracting the boss and helping me to win. So, and so that's always been a strength of Myth, but now it can be a strength of any wizard. Here, I'll tell you why in a minute.
Thank you. You truly are worthy of the sacred key. Why? The sacred key to the sacred elevator that ascends the sacred cliff to the sacred monastery of the sacred order of the sacred yarn. Of course.
Of sacred course.
This is why the Golden Horde unknit Kathmandu to force us to give them a sacred key to reach the string caster atop the cliff. Fortunately, I have another, A yarn copied is a yarn retained.
If you say so. Let's find that elevator.
And perhaps the yarn of your life will find its original luster, eh, Mubu?
Okay, very well there. So let's go to the elevator here in Kathmandu. But anyways, like I was saying, with the new mastery, with the new Arch Mastery, you can be able to pull up Arch Mastery pips in another school. I'm going to tell you why that could be pretty awesome here pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this can really change how you run your wizard and its decks in a way that I wasn't really thinking about until I started thinking about which spells I like to use most as a myth wizard and which non-myth wizard spells I find extremely useful.
We're likely to find the Golden Horde's leader in the monastery. I think it's best if you handled him alone. I know. I'm supposed to be a legendary warrior. And I was, until I wasn't. And now I'm not. Let's leave it at that. Besides, you can clearly handle yourself. So hit the elevator and let's go.
Well, let's hit the elevator and let's go. That was it? Really? Dyeable gear vendor. Woo-wee. What does he have? Hero of Mushu helmet. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. You know? And then if we, like, went all myth with it. Yeah, I could see that. Let's see here. Ooh, I like the threads. And if we went all Mushu with it, I mean, myth with it. Maybe if we went myth like this. Yeah, that's always been my myth. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Ooh, are the boots cool? They're okay. Now, oh, I like that. An edict scroll. I mean, as far as, let's see, what's that? I wonder what that looks like in your hand. Okay, anyway, sorry, got distracted. I will stop and check out these, some of these guys as we go through. Looks like we just have a couple more tigers there. Okay, let's go in. Let's do this thing. I'm not sure what type of fight this is going to be for us. Hopefully, it won't be nearly as crazy as the last one. But we're definitely going to go into it, and we're going to make sure we prep our deck so that we have the things that we might need. Okay. Ooh, a sun boss. That's going to be a problem. Okay. And Tung Ak, it doesn't show, or at least it doesn't look like it shows what he is. So here's what we're going to do is, yeah, I mean, we're going to need this stuff. So we got everything in there like that. We're going to go ahead and just make sure we have a couple of AoEs stacked because we're not sure how much of a challenge this is going to be. Let's see here. AoE. Okay. We'll keep that there. You know, we'll put one whale in. Who knows? The whale might be useful. Okay. And let's just get a big hit from only PvP only. I wish I could just use that, but hey, that's fine. Where did she go? There she is. Okay. We added her in, and then let's just go ahead and make sure that we have enough boosts. Yeah. Now, as far as our monstrology monsters, we have a variety of guys. We've got some storm, we've got some fire, balance, life. Yeah, so I think we're going to be okay. But we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to see how it goes. So let's get into the action.
When I saw you fighting my forces in the village below, I thought you might make it here. I waited to see if I was right. I am not disappointed.
I am.
Yes, I imagine little impresses Mubu, who once felled a dragon with but a feather. Except, of course, the man who beat you. What was his name? You don't impress me either. I'll wield this or the sacred yarn as a grapple to take me to the stone of heaven, itself a gift of the ancestors. Once its powers are mine, Mushu will at last kneel to the Golden Horde. Colonel, fight with honor.
Okay, it looks like this will be a 2-boss dungeon. We got to take care of that guy first.
And die if I must.
They look good though. I loved the boss's design. Pretty nice. Okay. I hate sun bosses. They tend to be a problem for us, but we'll... Ooh. You know, let's just make sure that we have a couple prisms just in case. Okay. Golden Horde guy, he won't be a problem. But let's do this thing. Okay, so we're not sure what type of issues we're going to have with this boss, but I do know that we are going to go ahead and we're going to be smart at first, and we're going to go ahead and start and bringing in some backup. Now, here's a good... So, talking about Arch Mastery again, here's another great value to Arch Mastery. Now, me as a myth, one of the great things about monstrology is I can pack this with different minions. I can fill it up all four, and that's a huge advantage to myth. Plus, it only cost me like 2 pips to bring in a monstrology minion, which I'll be honest with you, except for like the elephant, they're all way better than any of the minions you can get in the game. You know, because as you go up, you can get better. You can farm a variety of different monstrology guys. You know, so there's huge advantages to it. Yeah, maybe I should start putting some shields in my deck too. Okay. Yeah, because that guy looks like he's ready to start doing some big hits. Now, the idea is we need to get rid of a few of these guys. So we're going to do that. So, for instance, you know, if I want to use monstrology and not have to pay 4 of my power pips for it, now I can actually just get a myth pip, and now I can run monstrology. I can then run monstrology like a myth wizard as far as how much it costs me. Because that's what's nice about summoning monsters or summoning your monstrology minions is it's pretty cheap. You know, when you look at it overall, it's fairly inexpensive, you know. So let's go ahead and bring one more in, and then we're going to go ahead and start getting all crazy on these guys. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to hurt. Okay, that hurt a lot. Okay, I'm hoping that my boys here will start give me some more proof on this one right here, right? Right. We need to get rid of that storm guy. That storm guy is a problem. Yeah, because the boss isn't the one that's kicking my butt. It's that storm guy who's doing a storm cat at me and doing $2 grand worth of damage. Ooh, it's brutal. Loving this. So here's the advantage of having some monstrology minions. Is after they do a few hits like this, even though they're not super great hits, it's big distractions. I love it. I love it. Okay, they're starting to pay for themselves. Okay, so let's see here. So that means so we're going to go ahead and take care of this. So I'm going to throw this out here while I wait for some more pips to pop up. Ah, yep, so he had to like waste some spell action on that. Ooh, I love it. He fizzled. Okay, now it doesn't seem like we got any cheats with these two, so it's a little bit better than that last fight we had to deal with. Oh, I empower the horde. I see a cheat coming. Okay, so what's our action here? Well, I think my action is pretty obvious. Can I get rid of him with just this? I do believe I can. So let's go ahead and do this. Plus, it'll get rid of that fire shield, so my fire guy, when he hits, it'll be a good hit. Oh, some Lore Master? See, here's the huge advantage of having those teams, is they do the first hits, so guess what? Oh. Wow, perfect. So now their attacks get focused on the others. So you might take a few hits initially, but this kind of frees you up, so your minions now are doing all the distracting. So, good strategy when you're dealing with bosses that can defend well. Not to mention these higher-end monstrology guys, when you start picking them up, they cast some pretty good utility attacks. Okay, so there we go. Not sure if that did anything. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and keep prepping up our stuff because we've got some hits we want to make. So let's go ahead and get this going. Yeesh. Well, I figured he'd be coming for me again. Oh. Yep. So hopefully the distraction effect will continue to work. He empowers the horde. Well, there's no horde to empower. Oh, besides himself. Okay. Well, you know, I say we got something going on. Let's keep it going. Very nice. Let's see how much the volcano does to him. I mean, it's definitely a DOT spell, but hey, you take what you can get. The thing about that volcano, that's one that does most of its damage in the next 3 rounds, so that should still be good. What a way to go. What a way to go. Okay. You know what? My crew is doing pretty good. Yeah. My gobbler crew. I am not disappointed. Not disappointed at all. So, if you're wanting to do monstrology and you're at these high levels, after you get your monstrology level up enough to recruit gobblers, they're pretty effective. Pretty effective summons. Kieran Trollcaller and his gobbler horde. That's funny. I like that. It's kind of cool. Might be the theme for Novus. Okay. I mean, not that my black shield here is doing bad. The black shields, when I've used them previously, have always been pretty solid. So the question is, do I just go ahead and go with one of these guys, or do I go ahead and put the prism on him? What do you guys think? The prism didn't seem to really help out all that much. But then again, yeah, we're going to throw the prism on him. Because as I recall, they have some pretty decent resist, the Sun School does, against Myth. And I've had trouble with that before. Okay. Not what we wanted. So it looks like I've got like 3 rounds to finish this guy off. And it looks like I just lost my black shield. Nope, he's still in it, but next round he's gone. Okay. Did we lose him? Yes, we did. Okay. Are we going to use our? Okay, we still have one more gobbler in the know. Okay, but she might be dead. Yep, she's not going to survive another hit. Okay, it's going to be it's solo time now. So, we just got to go for it, guys. And I'm kind of worried now. Yeah, that dragon hit was brutal. Okay, we gotta cross our fingers and hope we can hit big. Last time without any blades, it did. Yes! Whew, we got him. So sad that I lost all my minions there in the last round. Oh, she survived. Look at her. And give me a blade.
My gratitude for dispatching the wild horses. But how does a humble stringcaster merit such legendary attention?
I once visited this land and rescued your sacred yarn from the horde. Oh.
Not you. the wizard who bested Onis of plague and fire. Your legend has spread far.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I love the fact that I'm standing there laughing. Okay.
So, you've come to discern the nature of the Stone of Heaven. My child, it is as I told the Golden Horse. Its purpose is clear. It has come to destroy us all. Follow me, and I will show you.
Okay, that can't be good. So let's go talk to the string caster and see where we're at this point. Oh, we have to go down? Okay. There she is. Okay.
Look at it up there. The Stone of Heaven. A mountain suspended on invisible threads. What little it might take to cut them and crush it down upon us. I told General Tangak his presence may be the moth that chews through the yarn. But now the moth has flown, and we must hope it is not hungry. Honestly, I didn't really care for him anyway. So off to the fly swatter with you, little moth.
Interesting philosophy, but we probably should stop the warlord from claiming mysterious magical powers.
What about moths chewing threads did you not understand? Nobody can go up there. It means only doom. Besides, I have no more magic yarn.
But someone is already there. The danger is already real.
You speak with wisdom.
Yeah, can't seem to help it.
Uh-huh. Well, you stay here and be wise. Wizard, I may know a way into the clouds. Follow me to the Cave of Terrors.
The Cave of Terrors. Okay. Well, kind of figured something like this would end up showing its way. Ooh, nice. Full health by the time we get up here. Okay. So this must be the Cave of Terrors. But unfortunately, guys, we're going to go ahead and call an episode. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us here for the Myth Walkthrough, guys. Big shout out to new subscribers, Lowell Citre, Mike Hawk, Maurice Daniels, Elijah Warren, Pie X, Frez, Night Owl, Sleepy Kai. Thank you, so guy. Those are brand new subscribers since the last time we did an episode, so I want to say big thanks. And I appreciate all the comments, especially the information on the Archmagery. Apparently, Archmagery doesn't start until level 50, but you can buy a jewel and add it to your wizard's stuff, so that's pretty interesting. Well, anyways, guys, you guys are fantastic. I appreciate hanging out with you. I hope you have a great day. This is Kieran Trollcaller. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. Catch you later. Bye-bye.